Hi, Paul here from the Daily 3D Print. Now, do you want to master the Follow Me tool? Well, let's build a wine glass together. Sound good? Let's get to it. So, to create a wine glass, I would start by changing to the front view, which is this. If you can't see this toolbar, it's under here. Go to View, Toolbars, go all the way down until you come to Views, and just check the box. It should show up, and then just choose Close. So front view, double check that I have not got a perspective. Sometimes perspective is checked like this, but I want to have parallel projection. Zoom out a little bit. So you can do it a few different ways. The quickest way for me is just to take the arc, 2-point arc. When I choose the arc, down at on the bottom right, I can choose the amount of sides. Now if it's going to be a close-up visualization you want to do of this, you want to increase the number of sides. So I would change it to 100. If it's just going to be this one wine glass in this scene, then it's okay. If you do this with all objects, scenes can become extremely large. But just for this wine glass, it's no problem. Then I'm going to choose my first point. Choose my second point around here somewhere, and then the third point. Try and get a nice curve like this. It's called the bulge, that piece, the last piece. And then I'm going to put another little arc here, maybe like this. Don't have to be very big. Now this wine glass is going to be huge, and the reason for this is it's going to be like 2 meters tall or something, and that's because when you're doing small details like the lip of the glass, maybe it's only like 2 millimeters with the arc, but sometimes 2 millimeters it won't do it in SketchUp. You have to do things much bigger and then scale it down. So like I say, this wine glass is going to be like 2 meters tall, and then I'll scale it down afterwards. So I'm going to carry on. I'll take the line tool, go straight down with the stem of the glass, give it a nice proportion around there somewhere. Next step, I'm going to choose the arc again, the 2-point arc, and just make a small arc like that. And then maybe I carry on and make one the other way, like this. Then take the line tool and just come straight down, and we'll go just past this stem line, just go a little bit past so we can give it a thickness later. I'll change back to the front view there just to make sure I'm drawing straight. No, back one step, follow the red axis there. So now I've drawn the outline of the wine glass. The next step, select the whole all the lines and the arc, and go to offset. Hold down the left mouse button and just move it to the right. You can zoom in a little bit, and just to give it a bit of a thickness like this. And then we need to create a closed profile so it becomes a surface. So to do this, I'm going to close these 2 points with the line tool. Click on the end point on the second end point, and then escape. And at the top, yeah, instead of maybe doing a straight line, I can take the arc tool again, and for the lip of the glass, I'm going to click on the first point, the second point, and then make it just a little bit bigger, like this. And now because I've closed the geometry, now it should be a surface, this. And now you can see I've created a surface for the wine glass. So the next step, now I can hold down the scroll wheel on the mouse and just move it around a little bit. And the next step is to use the Follow Me tool. But I need to have something to follow. We've got the profile, but we need to have a path. And the path is going to be a circle. So when I choose the circle, now a standard is usually 25 or 24 sides. I've increased this one to 100 sides, like I say, just for this, because it will, if it's going to be like a close-up, you'll see the lines. Because there's no such thing as a circle in SketchUp. It is actually just, it's just a lot of straight edges, but increased in size, so you don't notice that it's not a circle. So I've chosen the circle. I'm going to press the up arrow on the keyboard so to lock it into place, and then my center point of the circle is going to be here, and the end point is going to be here, like this. I'm going to deselect everything, and I'm going to just select the outer ring of the circle, like this. And then the next step, the follow me tool, and now it's just to click on the surface of the wine glass that we just created, the profile. So yeah, not too bad. You can always go back as well if you're not happy with the way it looks. You can always go back, maybe make it taller just by putting a window around the geometry you want to move. So if I put a geometry down to this point and take move, choose one point and then follow the blue axis, I can move it up slightly, like this, or maybe just select the lip and move this over so it becomes more like a red wine glass. Yeah, and then I think I'm happy with that one. Or maybe we can move it, instead of having a thick stem, we can move this line and just move it to the left slightly, or somewhere like that. And then the same procedure again, select the outer ring of the circle, take the follow me tool, click on the surface. Sometimes it can take a bit of time, you need to wait until it creates the object. Let's see, just make sure I didn't deselect the circle before I clicked. Click on follow me and then just wait. There's my wine glass. Still not happy with that one. I want to make it a little bit taller, so I'm going to go back again, select the top, move, just move it up a little bit more. Select the circle, follow me, click on the surface and then wait. There you go, now I'm happy. And sometimes the bottom face it won't create. If it's like this and there's a surface that's missing, then it's just to zoom in on the outer circle at the bottom and draw a line over an existing line, like 1 point, 2 points, like that. If it's blue like this, then I can click on it, right click and choose reverse faces with this one too. And there you got it, a nice little wine glass. Now, like I said in the beginning, this wine glass is going to be huge. I'm going to make it into a group as usual, straight away. Make group. Can change to the front view again. Can maybe move it down so it's sitting on the axis. And now with the tape measure tool, the tape measure tool has got different functions. There's 3 different functions. If it's straight away when you click it, I can take out a help line like this, but I don't need a help line just now. So if I press Control, that turns that one off. But now there's another icon. If you look at the tape measure icon, there's a little icon at the side, and that's if you want to put out a help point like this. But I don't need that either. So if I press Control again, that closes all those functions. So now it's just the tape measure. I'll click on the bottom, middle, click on the top. You can see this is 3 meters tall, this wine glass. So if I click it and then maybe make it 250, then you get this dialog box. Do you want to resize the model? Yes, I do. Now, if there's only this one object in the scene, it's okay to do this. But if there's more objects in the scene and I do it without going into this group, I'll resize everything in the model. So if there's other things in the scene, you need to go into the group first and then scale the glass inside the group. But in this case, there's only this wine glass, so I don't need to. So do you want to resize the model? Yes. And there it goes. So now it should be just around 250 millimeters tall. And that's it. Simple way to create a wine glass. You can also put materials on there too, put a glass material if you wanted to make it a bit more effectful. But that was the basics of making a wine glass. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you again for more tips and tricks in SketchUp.